Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wildlife is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovering Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about telescopes. A telescope is an instrument that allows people to see distant objects. Telescopes are important tools in astronomy or the study of planets, stars, and other objects in outer space. The first telescope invented was a refractor invented by a Dutch lensmaker, Hans Lippershey, in 1608. Galileo made some improvements and the first used the telescope for astronomy. The refractor was further improved by astronomer Johannes Kepler around 1611. In the late 1600s, Isaac Newton developed the reflecting telescope. A U.S. astronomer built the first radio telescope in 1937. Other scientific telescopes developed along with spacecraft, which scientists began launching in the 1950s. A common telescope looks like a long tube with one end smaller than the other. You put the small end up to one eye and look through the tube. Two small telescopes can be joined side by side to make binoculars. Some telescopes are found in large buildings called observatories. Most observatories are built on mountaintops where the air is thinner and cleaner. Other huge telescopes are carried in probes that are sent into space. Telescopes vary in shape and size. Some telescopes are small enough to hold in one hand. Huge bulge-shaped radio telescopes may measure up to 1,000 feet across. This is almost as long as 3 football fields. The two most important properties of a telescope are light gathering ability. The better a telescope can gather light, the better you will be able to see faraway stars and faint objects in the night sky. Magnification. The magnification of a telescope describes how much larger the telescope can make objects appear. There are two main types of telescopes. One type uses lenses to magnify the image. Telescopes that use lenses are called refracting telescopes. The other type uses mirrors to focus the light of the image. These telescopes are called reflecting telescopes. Refracting telescopes use lenses to bend the light to a specific focal point such that the object will be magnified to the viewer. The basic refracting telescope has two lenses. The first lens is called the objective lens. This lens is a convex lens that bends the incoming light rays to a focal point within the telescope. The second lens is called the eyepiece. This lens takes the light from the focal point and spreads it across the retina of your eye. This makes the object seem much closer than it really is. The largest refracting telescope in the world is located at Yerkes Observatory in Wisconsin. Reflecting telescopes are much more powerful than refracting telescopes. Reflecting telescopes use mirrors instead of lenses to focus the light. A concave mirror is used to gather light and reflect it back to a focal point. In order to get the light out of the telescope, another mirror is used to direct the light to an eyepiece. There are various designs of reflecting telescopes, but the original design by Isaac Newton is still popular today. Some types of telescopes do not collect light. These telescopes collect other forms of energy from space. For example, radio waves, infrared radiation, a type of heat, and X-rays. Planets, stars, gas, and other things in space give off these types of energy. Radio telescopes look like huge bowls. They collect radio waves that travel to Earth's surface. Infrared, X-ray, and other similar telescopes are mounted on spacecraft. One of the most famous telescopes in the world today is the Hubble Space Telescope that was named after astronomer Edwin Hubble. This telescope was put into orbit around the Earth in 1990 by the Space Shuttle. Being outside the Earth's atmosphere allows the Hubble to view outer space without background light. This has enabled it to take some amazing pictures of faraway stars and galaxies. Since Hubble, other different types of telescopes have been launched, like spacecraft/telescope Kepler that was named after astronomer Johannes Kepler. These moving space telescopes particularly takes images of planets. The successor to Hubble is the James Webb Telescope that was launched on December 25, 2021. This telescope is 100 times more powerful than the Hubble telescope. The James Webb Space Telescope detects infrared light and is in orbit about 930,000 miles from Earth. This telescope is more advanced and will move through space 1 million times further than Hubble and works not only through light beams but with infrared beams. These beams will look deeper into the universe and will measure light from old galaxies that were formed just after the Big Bang. Thanks for watching this Adventurous Kids episode.
What did you learn today? Adventurous kids. Adventurous kids. What was the most interesting fact? Adventurous kids. Adventurous kids. Adventurous kids. Yeah!